to my channel. My name once again, or to say who I am, my name is Blut084, BLUT084 Art and Games, and I'm here once again to do another page of Inktober. But if you've been following the Inktober journey so far, we are on day 24 and today's word is dig, and we're going to be carrying on with the story from yesterday and since day 10, which was Hope. If you want to go back and check out where the story has progressed from, definitely go and do so. I'll give you a little bit of an explanation as I go through. Also, I will be making a live TikTok, so if you want to know how I make my TikToks, you'll be able to see that. Also, guys, this is going to probably I can't speak today because I've been speaking a lot this month. It will probably be about an hour and a half stream today. So if you're going to be joining me, don't forget to keep joining me. Don't forget to leave a like if you do like today's stream. And if you're new, don't forget to hit that subscribe button for more content. Don't forget to hit that bell so you know when I've gone live and when I released all the content at the end of the month. I've got an idea that I want to be doing. I have coloured all of these off stream and I'm going to be making that one into a comic, but I'll be doing that in two separate videos. You'll be getting about 4 videos in total. 2 for the videos for the Inktober, just how I draw them, and then you'll get a separate video doing showing you all the colouring, but telling you the story. So I'm thinking about putting in some closed captions as in the edit. But as always, guys, I am recording and I am on the PS4 today. I am in the Share Factory. If you haven't checked it out, it's definitely worth doing so. I will open comments up in a moment or two. In fact, that somebody has just joined me, so I will open those now, and we'll get on with some of the illustrations today. If you don't know what I normally do, what I do is I looked at I can't speak today. I'm really tired. What I normally do, guys, is I listen to some music, or I listen to an audiobook, or I listen to some comic storying, which is what we're going to be listening to do, which is where you can get all of your comic needs, from Marvel to DC to any comic that you can think of. I think they've even done Aang the Avatar. So yeah, they're definitely worth checking out. We're going to be listening to some or from the Justice League Dark Evil Wonder Woman complete story, comic story. Well, she says complete story. It's not the complete story. It's only the parts of the complete story, but it will be all put into a complete story. If you guys want to go and check them out, you can hear them and you can see them as well. They do videos and they show the comic pages, kind of similar to what I'm going to be aiming to do with the coloured version. Again, guys, we're going to be doing about an hour today, and yeah, we're going to be getting on with that today. If you got any comments, best thing to do is leave them in there. I will check them every 15 minutes if you want to leave a comment. So set an alarm on the Alexa device, and we'll listen to the comic story. If I don't see your comment straight away, it's because I'm looking straight down here. I will see the taco pop up over here, and I don't always see the taco, so I do check them every 15 minutes. So yeah, leave them coming in, guys, and I will answer any questions that you have from, if you're wondering how I shade, because I will be shading with the Copic markers, and I will only be using a pen. I will not be using any pencil to sketch today, and I haven't been using a pencil to sketch throughout the whole of Inktober. I will, if I need them, using references on my phone, but I don't think I'll need that many references today because I've already got the idea in my head. Again, the word is dig. Yesterday was rip, not rip as in dead, but rip as in rip the skin. Or what happened in what happened in the story was somebody lost their skin by the power of the light from Blute Angel, because the other tried to attack, but Morning Skate and Blute Angle were prepared. So yeah, we're going to be continuing on where we left off yesterday, because I think dig is more of a dog thing, or a person to dig a hole. I am going to be planning on drawing the continuing on from yesterday and doing a scene where they dig a hole, but not on this side of the portal, on the other side of the mirror portal. Well, so they'll be taking all of the bones from the other, putting him back where he came from on the other side of the mirror portal, and that's where we'll probably leave the story today. So yeah, if you want to see how I do that, again, are we only using one ink pen? This is my Uniball I. It's a fine liner 7.0. I only ever use that one, and I will use all different shading methods from light to dark until I'm happy with the shading. I don't know how much detail I'm going to be putting in today because I am really kind of tired because I've been doing this for 24 days and I'm live every single day. So if you do enjoy my content, guys, it is really helpful if you do give me a like so other people know that you like my content. I know that you like my content and you want to see some more illustrations. I do illustrations in every Monday, Tuesday and Wednesday, but sometimes I do polymer clay and very occasionally I will do some VR artwork as well. If you want to check any of those out, you can do by going into the Creation Station playlist, the VR Created playlist, and Live Events Created playlist. To go and check them out. There are games, and the games will be coming back at the end of the month. But I'm also be going back to polymer clay because I don't think I'm going to want to do any illustrations for a long time after I've done this month. But if you're enjoying Inktober, if you're joining in, you can show me yours over on TikTok. You can show me over on Instagram. I'll definitely give you a like, and I may even give you a comment. So don't forget to let me know and show me. But don't spam me. Don't spam me with thousands of the same picture or whatever like that. Just show me that one you've been doing, and I'll check out your channel, and I'll give you your illustrations a like. Because I want to support you guys as much as you will support me. So yeah, I'll check the comments every 50 minutes. So I'll put that in the comments quickly. I check comments every 15 minutes. M-I-N-E minutes. Yeah, so every 50 minutes I'll check comments. So leave them coming in. If I see them pop up in the corner, like I said, I get a little pop up near a little face up in the top right corner. I will get a little taco. That will pop up if you are leaving me a comment. Again, if I don't see them straight away, I will see them in 15 minutes. Right. Oops. Even coming in. Right on. Okay, Alexa, set me a timer for 15 minutes, please.
15 minutes, starting now.
And I'll start another timer for 50 minutes. Alexa, set me a timer for 50 minutes, please.
Second timer, 50 minutes, starting now.
Right on. I've already got the TikTok started, so I don't need to do anything like that, but I'll give you halfway through, I'll show you how it's going on. But I'm going to be cutting this page probably. I don't want to be doing too much today, so I will probably only cut it into twice. Cut it twice, maybe. Half and half. What happened to my camera? Get back up there. Pain in the ass. But yeah, I will cut this page probably into ones. Or should I cut it like that and then cut it like that? We're going back to. This is. Yeah, we're going back to. The other planet, or the other's planet, the other's world. His is more of like a Mad Max type world, only metal, and there's no vegetation whatsoever. Well, not that I've created anything yet, but they're on like a desert planet. It's very similar to like a Mad Max type world, kind of chaotic, kind of destructive, and they have one source of meal, and that. You can check those out in the previous picture. But we're going to be starting in the lush and lovely world of Blute Angle, which is full of vegetation. But their world is it's more of a floating island situation. They have water and things like that. They have lots of floating islands, like kind of like Skylanders, if you've seen that many years ago. Oh God, my son was a fan of that years ago. But yeah, it's kind of like that idea where all the islands are, they're not broken. That's just they've got low gravity and it's everything sort of floats, if you like. And my character Blue Angel has wings, and that's kind of how they fly around. And we've got Morning Skate as well, which is a sidekick. And then we've obviously got the other and his sidekick, Dust Skimmer. And I don't know how I'll be showing you today, but you'll definitely see the bones of the other from yesterday's picture, and you'll see what Blute Angle is going to be doing to them today. I'm not sure if I'm going to add a little friend, because when I think of dig, I always think of a dog digging a hole. So maybe I'll draw a character character or their pet who's digging a hole for them, because maybe that's how they dig their holes. I don't know. But yeah, I've got a character already. I've already got characters in mind to do it. And so yeah, let's just get on where we left off yesterday. And we'll be listening to some more comic story. I'll leave you with them, and I'll get on with the illustration.
Playing from me, SMT110.
I wish you wouldn't fucking say that every time. Sorry for swearing. I'm angry as crap today.
Of the storyline, which allows you to catch up on what's going on in comic books, so that you too can go out and buy the next issue. Click the link down below to buy these individual issues yourself.
Help support comics, guys, because there is a bit of a recession at the minute.
You can pick up the next issue.
You can order them, and they will come straight to your door.
17, 18, and 19. And in order to understand what's happening,
if you're interested in my comic, it's coming
when the Justice League
very,
broke
very
the
soon.
Source Wall, they also seemingly broke magic, and they've allowed these beings known as the Other Kind to enter our universe and start a war against the magic. Their leader appears to be the Upside Down Man. Wonder Woman tried to find the power to fight against the Upside Down Man and defend magic, and through that she discovered the Witch Mark, but the Witch Mark turned her evil. That's an earlier storyline. Realizing that we still need the power to fight against the Other Kind, she went out to try and figure out what we can
I don't know
use,
what I'm drawing
and
today.
discover that the Witch Mark actually isn't gone. It's being used by one of her greatest enemies, Cersei. Whether she uses this for good against the Other Kind or uses it to fight the Justice League Dark has yet to be seen. But when Wonder Woman went to confront her, Cersei swapped bodies with her. Wonder Woman is stuck in an alternate universe and unable to affect reality, and Cersei, with the Witch Mark, is now in her body. And that's where we left off. If you want to watch the videos leading up to this, all of it is down below, but today we're going to get right into it. Back in the armory, the Cersei controlled...
I'm going to pause that a second. I don't want to get into this too much. I'm just going to tap there a second. And there's nobody here, so I'm going to stop talking to myself and just concentrate.
Says that she knows the location of Cersei. They must gather everyone together and act. But before leaving, Cersei looks at the diamond that has Eclipso in it, the last member of her league that she needs to create her forces of darkness. And she picks it up, stating that they will need this to show the others. Let's go back to the central hall and quick. This next part must happen fast. As Cersei looks into the diamond, Eclipso looks back and sees who it actually is. This will be good. Once everyone meets up, Zatanna sees Man-Bat lying on a table, mutated by the magics, and asks what happened. Boba tells her that Man-Bat decided to do his best Cronenberg impression when he tried to murder everyone. Constantine then says that Khaled managed to find an injection that got him back to something close to human, but you can see it in his eyes. He's under a mystic influence, some form of evil magic, just short of possession. Their best bet is going to be keep him knocked out, or he might try to kill everyone again. Kent says that with the Alized first edition, they should be able to help him. Zatanna looks around and then asks where's Swamp Thing, and Bobo reaches into his pocket, pulling out what's left of Swamp Thing, stating, our old pal is a small bit of mush at the moment. He was on the hunt, and then he started screaming, and then he rotted away to this. Bobo turns and asks, Wonder Woman,
Really
that if this is the case, they may want to inform the rest of the Justice League. Things are starting to get a bit out of hand for this group of magic wielders. Cersei stares at the diamond and asks, what now? Bobo then yells, our friends are out of commission, and there's no telling who's next. For all we know, Swamp Thing is dead, Wonder Woman. Cersei continues to look at the diamond's glow, stating that it's such a pity to lose a powerful ally like Swamp Thing. They're going to need to make up for it. Perhaps they can call Jason Blood. He's very powerful, isn't he? Bobo turns and leaves telling her, right, I'll get right on that. But as he goes, he whispers to Zatanna that he's, gonna need her for a sec to get a hold of Jason. As Zatanna follows, she begins to ask why he would, but Bobo stops her, telling her, you need to bind Wonder Woman, like right now. Make it so she can't move or speak until we get her wrapped up in that damn lasso. Whatever came out of that basement with you is not Wonder Woman. I just told her the Swamp Thing might be dead, and her reaction was to say that it was a pity to lose a powerhouse. She's not even looked at Man-Bat once. Zatanna says that they're all under a lot of, but Bobo cuts her off, telling her, no, I screw up a lot of things. This is not one of those. We are under attack, and we are already losing. As Cersei smiles, looking at the diamond, Zatanna looks back at her and says, Azirith! Cersei begins to laugh. That is such a peculiar sort of magic. I always did like the way it sounded on your father's lips. How about this? Ekrat, rat, hudium! But before Zatanna can say another word, her mouth is removed. And Bobo sighs. Oh, hell! He calls up for everyone to get away. Cersei is here! Cersei is! But she waves her hand, casting a spell, stating that she doesn't need to talk backward to do her work. Some spells come naturally. As the spell finishes, Bobo is reverted back to his primal state, unable to speak and stripped of all of his knowledge. Kent and the remaining casters gather, and Kent says that she is powerful, but not powerful enough to stop all of us. She bursts out laughing.
Just looking for a reference.
Of course I am! And I am far from alone. And as she says this, from the ground arise Solomon Grundy, Clarion the Witch Boy, Woodrow, and Papa Midnight walk out. With Cersei catching everyone off guard, Zatanna takes a small dagger out of her coat and begins to cut an opening for her mouth.
Here.
Before Cersei could react, Calypso's diamond vanishes and is brought back into the vault. Zatanna jumps to her feet, telling Kent that they need to get back inside. They cannot fight out here. Without speaking, Kent casts his spell, and the Justice League Dark vanishes. And back in the collective unconsciousness, Wonder Woman says that she needs to find a way back home. Witchfire lights another cigarette, stating that the last time that she was here, Hecate was able to free her. Now, though, things aren't looking so good. But hey, at least it can't get any worse, right, Wonder Woman? The voice then tells her, oh, I don't know about that. The Upside Down Man puts his hands together and tells her, it can always get worse. My, Wonder Woman, what a mess you've gotten yourself into. As Wonder Woman struggles to free herself from the swarming other kind, the beings that she was hoping to stop, the Upside Down Man goes on telling her, I've been learning more and more about your world and your people. I thought it would be a simple transaction. The Lord of Order Naboo offered your world, but stolen their power and let it grow without them for over a millennia. But then Cersei came and offered me the same deal. I saw through it, of course. I could feel the hunger of power emanating from her like a burning heat. Can you imagine it, negotiating with something that can eat gods and lying to that something's face? Wonder Woman yells that if he's going to kill her, then get it over with. And the Upside Down Man laughs a bit, telling her, no, I enjoy playing with my food. Cersei made me a deal, and now I would like to offer you a deal, a double cross. Isn't it marvelous? So tell me, what are you willing to offer me for the ultimate destroyer? Back in the vault, Kent shows an image from the outside, and Constantine asks if that's Dracul Carthang. Was that the giant dragon skeleton that they hung up in the place, now brought back to life? Boba begins to panic, seeing the dragon, and as he runs away, Khaled says, okay, we're going to need someone else to deal with the angry chimpanzee. As Zatanna walks away, Constantine follows, stating that was quite the knife trick. Are you feeling okay? Zatanna heals her wound, telling him decidedly no. Cersei is too powerful, and it's only a matter of time before she breaks the doors to the vault down. If she gets her hands on Calypso's diamond, it's over. And Calypso, from the gem, begins to laugh. Oh, you're all going to die. Zatanna looks back at Constantine, asking if he has a trick up his sleeve for this, that he and her father conspired for these exact events to happen. Please tell her that this is the moment for some horrible John Constantine trick. Constantine takes a puff of his cigarette and exhales, stating, I do, but I can't say it's a clever one. We're locked up in the armory. Half of these artifacts have brought the Justice League to their knees at one point or another, so what if we use them? Calypso begins to laugh, telling him, yes! Listen to the idiot man! Cut yourself! Free, Calypso, do it! Back at the collective unconsciousness, Wonder Woman sits in a small box filled with all sorts of bugs, stating, you're angry, aren't you? You want to be this infallible thing, this creature of horror, but you simply are a dark mirror of Hecate magic. If her magic is every incredible possibility, then you are a very terrible one. You were her opposite and she hated you. You should have been one, but you were sealed away and you were never meant to exist in this universe, Upside Down Man. So this is what I have to offer. I can fix you, make you what you were meant to be. I will find a way to make you whole. The Upside Down Man bursts out laughing. You want to fix me? I'm going to eat the world. That's what I want. You're a terrible negotiator. As the Upside Down Man turns the bugs into fire, Wonder Woman goes on stating, I am offering you much more than that and you know it. There must be a balance, there has to be a possibility. The Upside Down Man asks, what if there's not? And Wonder Woman tells him, if I can't fix you, I won't stand in your way. The Upside Down Man releases Wonder Woman from the cube, stating, fine, I will give you your body back. I will give you the means to tap into all of that magical power that has ever lived inside of you. You will stop the witch goddess's ascension, and you will find a means to bring balance. And if you fail, I will eat all of the magic alive. But just to show that I'm not lying. The Upside Down Man fades away and reappears, grabbing Witchfire from behind. Wonder Woman yells, that is not a part of the deal. And the Upside Down Man opens up his gaping mouth, biting into a piece of her neck, stating, it wasn't not a part of the deal. As he lets go, Wonder Woman tries to catch Witchfire's body, but he tells her to wake up. She needs to hurry up. Time is running out. Back in the vault, Carfang the dragon breaks down on the vault doors, and Cersei begins to lead her team in. Kent and Zatanna try to hold them back with Bobo and Man-Bat out of commission. And while that goes on, Khalid decides to speak with someone. He tells Nabu, the being inside of the Dr. Fate helmet, that he has saved the universe more times than anyone can count. He believes in right and wrong, and if they lose this battle, they will lose anything. But he can help them win this. It is time to show all of magic a new fate. As the booming sounds get louder outside of the vault, Eclipso begins to laugh, yelling, she's here! Constantine says that Cersei wants them to hear her coming. If she frees Eclipso by destroying the diamond, there won't be any way to contain him, unless he's inside one of them. So Constantine begins to reach for the diamond, but Zatanna slaps him, telling him, we need to find another way. We just can't give in that easily. Outside, Cersei gets ready to break down the vault door, stating that it is time to end this. But before she does, a voice tells her, no. Cersei spins around asking, who? Who said that? And everyone else looks at each other, stating that they didn't. And then the voice rings out again in Cersei's mind, telling her, I said it. Cersei of Colchis, it is time you paid for your sins. You have sought your supremacy at a great cost. Your actions led Hecate, mother of all magic, to destruction and set her power against the world. As the three beings walk out, Cersei looks at them, yelling, no. That is not possible. Wonder Woman stands as her Witchmark version as well as her Chaos Magic version, stating, nothing is impossible. And all three Wonder Womans begin to bind Cersei as she shouts that this is a trick. This is some kind of illusion. Wonder Woman does not have this kind of strength. The Witch-marked Wonder Woman pulls on her lasso, stating that she knows nothing of true strength.
It's a good way to good time to stop because my pen's starting to run out. Alexa, stop.
Carfang roars, stating, it is time for the Amazon to pay. Wonder Woman looks to the dragon and states that she must forgive her.
This pen's starting to really run out. Hang on.
Of a forlong vanquished dragon, and it is time for her to go
Maybe not.
to sleep. With one hit, Carfang begins to devolve into coins. And while the Witch-marked Wonder Woman and Chaos Magic
it's
Wonder
definitely
Woman
running out.
Cersei begins calling out to her new allies, but nothing
Let's get another pen, second.
Wonder Woman tells her that they will not listen to her. She merely frightened them into an alliance, and now they see her as weak, and they will not serve her. Cersei begins to panic, stating that her Injustice League, but the Witch-marked Wonder Woman laughs, stating that Clarion the Witch Boy has taken Solomon Grundy and vanished. He saw where the tide was turning.
Whoa, we're on the
Wonder
last
Woman
pen.
asks Papa Midnight, does he not wish to stand against her? Does he not sense
Yeah, guys,
the
that's
power
what
that
I
she
use.
now wields? Papa Midnight holds his hands up, stating, I yield. And Woodrow follows
Last
suit.
pen, though.
Cersei screams at them, cowards! You are
Last
all
pen.
cowards! Wonder Woman then floats down before Cersei, asking when will she learn that she cannot find power through spite alone. Hatred kills Hecate, and it will kill her too, if she lets it. Cersei scoffs, telling her, you first! And inside of the vault, Eclipso senses the shift in the battle and acts. The black diamond bounces off the walls, cutting through the side of Wonder Woman's arm. Cersei stands back, gathering her strength, yelling that it does not matter what power you hold, it cannot bind Eclipso! Wonder Woman falls to her knees and begins to laugh, laughing just like Eclipso. Zatanna shouts that she has controlled this power before. She must fight it! So she stands up yelling that she did so only with the help of everyone. Eclipso was created to eat away and negate Hecate's power. She cannot stop him alone! But at that moment, a voice calls out that she is not alone. A beaten and broken Kent Nelson looks up, stating, no, Khalid, what have you done? And Khalid rockets through with Nabu stating, my young host has shown me that there is still work to do to contain chaos in this world. He has ceded control to the helmet, granting him my power. Khaled calls out that he is the one in control. He is Dr. Fate now. As Khaled punches through and frees Wonder Woman, he tells her that he can hold her mind in place and keep Eclipso dormant long enough for her to act, but she needs to fix this. Wonder Woman picks herself up, asking how, and Khaled uses the help of the other two Wonder Women and says that she has more power than any god that has ever walked this earth. She needs to order that magic. Start small, fix what is broken. She concentrates, telling them that they will start with Carfang, returning her to the pedestal. And the walls of the fortress are healed. Bobo and Man-Bat's mind are restored. And Swamp Thing, she cannot reach him. Kala tells her that he is a problem for another day. Focus, Wonder Woman! She continues stating that Cersei is so powerful, her rage so great. She could be such a force for good in this world. I wish I could make her see it. That's it. I understand what I must do. And in a flash, Cersei looks around and finds herself in the collective unconsciousness, asking how. Wonder Woman walks through the waterfall, holding an orb, stating that this is the power that she sought to wield and she can have it. Cersei looks at the light, asking, "You are lying." And Wonder Woman tells her that this isn't a lie. When has she ever lied? Cersei then asks, "Why would you give me the power?" And Wonder Woman places her hand on Cersei's shoulder, stating that she told herself that she was weak because she lacked this power. But there is something deeper in her that must heal. She will give her what is desired and give her time for those wounds to heal. She will not be able to wield this magic against the world, but she will hold it within her and keep it safe. And in time, if she can convince her, perhaps they can save magic together. Cersei smacks Wonder Woman's hand away, stating that she will not help people. She will always double-cross them. She will always hate her. Wonder Woman holds out the orb, stating that they will just have to see. And as Cersei is sealed in a painting, Zatanna then asks if that was really the best move. Wonder Woman explains that Cersei is contained using a fabrication of the black diamond of Eclipso and the nth metal of Dr. Fate's helmet. She wished to become Hecate reborn, the moon, a mirror to all of magic. As Constantine lights Bobo's cigarette, Bobo says that they have a new, highly dangerous and magical artifact to keep track of, the painting of Cersei. First person to ask, who's the fairest of them all, is going to get strangled. But are they going to be doing anything about that rogue elemental that maybe killed Swamp Thing? Woodrow begins to back away, stating that they don't have to, but Khaled binds him, stating, "I will handle it." Kent Nelson says that he really hopes that there was a consideration for this action. And Khaled tells him that he didn't think that they could do this without Naboo's help. They need Dr. Fate. Man-Bat stands up, rubbing his head, asking if he ate anybody. He is terribly sorry. Constantine lights his own cigarette, seeing Papa Midnight leaving, asking, "And where are you going?" Papa Midnight stumbles over his words, stating, "Well, it seemed like it was all well." Constantine tells him that he isn't volunteering for long, but let's just say that he isn't letting him out of his sight until he tells him something worth leaving him alone. Zatanna examines the portrait, stating that this is good magic. Her father would be impressed. It was such a beautiful move to have that much trust. And Wonder Woman closes her eyes, stating that it was not the only reason. While she was trapped in the collective unconsciousness, the Upside-Down Man came to her. She made a deal with him, a dark deal. And she fears that her father was right all along, that she may have just doomed everyone. And that concludes issue 19 of Justice League Dark. Now, at the time of making this video, there's Justice League Dark issues all the way up to issue 26. Every Sunday, I'm going to bring you another chapter of Justice League Dark, along with Power Rangers. We're going to start doubling down on these because we know you guys want both of these. But if you want to know what's going on in Justice League Dark right now, I highly recommend clicking the link down below and going out and picking up issue 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. See what's going on. Get ahead of us if you want to, and then you can come back and check out our videos every Sunday. Thank you guys so much for your support. Don't forget you get early access on our Patreon, patreon.com/comicstorian, and I'll see you next week right here at Justice League Dark. Welcome back to Justice League Dark right here at Comicstorian. This is where we take your favorite comic book storylines within the comic books and we tell you what happened within them in a dramatic fashion, like an audio book. I'm Benny, I'm your narrator, and I'm here to help you know more about those characters that you enjoyed in the movies and the video games and of course your comic books. Today we're going to be covering Justice League Dark, Lords of Order. Now to catch you up real quick, in the Justice League Dark storyline that started up in DC Rebirth, Wonder Woman decided to battle against a being known as the Other Kind, and she assembled the magical beings of the DC Universe. Those individuals were Constantine, Swamp Thing, Zatanna, Detective Chimp, Man-Bat. Now, they went on a couple of different adventures and even battled against Circe and the witches and a bunch of other things. But during this time, Dr. Fate was worried about the other kind crossing into our world and destroying magic. Now, Nabu is in the helmet of Dr. Fate, and Nabu is a very powerful individual and needs magic to work or he's finally going to be killed. So he took over Dr. Fate's body to basically kill everyone and stop the other kind from coming over. Basically, Dr. Fate's gone evil. It's not actually Dr. Fate, it is Nabu in the helmet, but we'll be calling him Dr. Fate throughout the rest of the story. In the very last issue, Swamp Thing and Constantine and Phantom Stranger tried to stop Dr. Fate, but they failed, and Swamp Thing arrived to tell them that Constantine has fallen. Now, in the lighthouse off the coast of Maine, Wonder Woman begins to fend off a group of demons, stating that this is not pleasant work, sister. Zatanna scans through her magical tome, telling her, yeah, but you make it look so easy. That damned wizard sure didn't make this. Wait, this should do the trick. I'm an Exor, wrath and gas, demons of eons past. Here before me stands you now, all the powers me endow. Just as Zatanna opens up her mouth, the spirits of 3 demons are sucked in, and she closes the grimoire, stating, it worked. The demons 3 are down. Wonder Woman asks if she's alright. She just took their power into herself. Doesn't that worry her just a little bit? Zatanna begins to walk away, telling her that she is terrified about so many things right now. This is very firmly on the bottom of that list. Besides, you could use a little bit of hellfire right now. Let's go. As the two climb the stairs, Zatanna says that she sees him, Felix Faust. But he's a little indisposed at the moment. Over in the corner of the destroyed room, Felix sits alone in a state of confusion, drooling from the mouth. Wonder Woman sheaths her sword, stating that one of the other kind must have gotten here first. And Zatanna looks at the scribbles on the parchment papers, telling her, yeah, it's that damn sanity-eating furball we encountered in Arkham. We do not have time for this. As Zatanna casts her spell, Felix begins to stand up and scream in pain as his mind is stitching itself back together. Zatanna tells him that magic is dying. The other kind are eating it alive. Her father sent her Sargon's Ruby of Life from the other place. He's been tortured by these things for years. They need to find someone to use it properly, and they need to find
one of them.
They're going to find
He's gonna have wings. This animal is gonna have wings for ears. Yes, it is. It's gonna be like a dog, but not like a dog, but like a dragony doggy thing. Well, but I'm gonna record there.
Telling everyone to just calm the hell down. You'll be served when you're served. Tracy says that it wasn't.
And I'm gonna record on the TikTok.
From the entire magical community. Boba Sai is asking, did you think it was mine? Man-Bat is sitting in the Hall of Justice, going nuttier by the minute. Wonder Woman and Zatanna are off solving some great magical mystery, forgetting who the actual detective is. It's just, this place hasn't been like this since the Dark Multiverse invasion. Since Jim. Tracy pats Bobo, telling him that he's doing a good thing. Jim would be proud. They will be here until the gates to the plains of Limbo open up, and just then, Jason Blood walks through the crowd, stating that he's afraid Limbo is no longer an option. The talks between heaven and hell have fallen through. The death of the first of the fallen has angel and demon alike terrified. Bobo hands Jason Blood a glass, telling him that whenever he comes in, it's never good news. Jason takes the drink, telling him that he hears that Neuron is making a play for absolute control in hell, and if he succeeds, he may be able to make a deal with him. But that will take time that they do not have. As it stands, both parties have closed their gates to Earth. But soon the small Swamp Thing saplings, helping serve, form together, and Swamp Thing grabs Jason, telling him, that is unacceptable. Jason's eyes begin to burn as he says, gone, gone, the form of man, rise the demon Etrigan! As Swamp Thing and Etrigan get ready to fight, Bobo shouts asking, can we keep the fireworks to a minimum? Some of us are trying to run a business here. Meanwhile, over in Hell's Kitchen in New York City, Zatanna leads Wonder Woman down a dark alley, and Wonder Woman asks if this is the place. Zatanna tells her yes, a club for members of the supernatural community. Spent a week here performing when her father was up. As Wonder Woman pushes open the doors, the stench of death fills her lungs as Zatanna quietly says, God! A wounded man comes out of the shadows, stating, no, it was no god that did this. Zatanna yells, Papa Midnight! And Midnight says that it was them who let these horrifying creatures into their universe. Wonder Woman looks away, stating that she is sorry for his loss, but there is no other way to stop the witch goddess Hecate. Midnight scoffs, telling her it must be exhausting for the cape and tights, for the amount of time you spend apologizing. But to answer the question of what happened here, well, we were attacked by the other kind. What else can I do for you? Zatanna says that they are looking for Mordru, but Midnight tells her that he will say the same thing that he told her father when he went looking for Mordru. Turn back. Zatanna asks, her father was looking for him? And Midnight says, yeah. He found him here in this very bar. Whenever Mordru would show up, it would always end up messy, since you can't really tell a being that powerful what to do or not to do. Last I heard, Mordru was going to spend some time with the Cold Flame. Hopefully that gives them what they're looking for. But before you go, is it true that John Constantine has been taken out of the equation? Zatanna tells him, yes, it's true. Back at the bar sits the Swamp Thing with Etrigan and a few drinks, stating that they need to figure out something. Somewhere they can go and hide out. Mira would be out of the question because it might not be possible for that place to support the power that is in the bar right now. But just then, Tracy drops her tray, stating that Bobo should come quick. And through the door, the upside-down man hangs. How cozy! Do you mind if we join you? We've had a busy day, hitting all your friends and family, we other kind. Bobo yells for everyone to get out the back. He'll open up a portal. And as the other kind begin to flood into the bar, Bobo swings the Sword of Night, opening up the path to Mira. And once everyone is through, he says that he thinks they're safe. A voice then tells him, no, Bobo. Everyone quickly looks back to see Naboo along with the others, telling him, I'm afraid that it has only begun. Bobo quickly shields his eyes from the light, asking, who the hell are these guys? And Jason says, though they have never transcended physical form before recorded history, I'd recognize them anywhere. They're the Lords of Order. You'll recognize the Helm of Naboo, but that was merely one of their artifacts. The gauntlets of Mirath, the cloak of Sira, the breastplate of Hoku, and the boots of Palthil. Each of them has taken a host of great power, as Naboo has taken Kent Nelson. Bobo asks, that's bad, right? And Jason Blood tells him, yes, it is very bad. Bobo steps forward holding up his sword. Hey, Fate, you're out of bounds here. I got the Sword of Night. That makes me the Nightmaster of Mira, and you are not welcome, and neither are your weird-looking friends. Naboo looks down, stating, magic breeds chaos. The chimpanzee is the perfect example of this. The other kind are a purifying fire, an unwitting weapon whose actions play out our grand design. Jason then walks forward, telling him, you are under the impression that you have the greatest powers of magic, that there is no one left capable of facing you. Well, you have not met Etrigan. God gone the form of man, rise the demon Etrigan! As Jason transforms, Naboo easily shields himself, stating, we are the one who taught Merlin. We wrote the first books of magic. And when it is time to choose our hosts, we only pick the finest. Madame Xanadu, Ibis the Invincible, Gregorio de la Vega, once known as Extrano, and Mark Merlin, Prince of Ramon. Naboo then tells Sister Symmetry and Brother Pattern to handle this. The two rush out and each grab one of Etrigan's arms, and they begin to pull. Etrigan screams out in pain as Jason is separated from Etrigan, and the two fall to the ground. Etrigan looks at Jason, telling him, with Neron's call, to hell I'm beckoned. I can't remain another second. Jason scrambles to try and grab a hold of him, but before he can, Etrigan is pulled down to hell. Naboo asks Jason, do you feel your age? It should be catching up quite quickly now. But before they can go, the Blue Devil storms in with his army, asking, what on earth is going on here? He sees Bobo and Naboo, and he looks up, telling Naboo, it's good to see you. I was hoping to actually talk with you about rebinding the Sword of Night. And Blue Devil trails off as he sees Jason rapidly aging, and he asks, does he look older? Oh man, I missed something important, didn't I? And Bobo tells him, yeah, you did. Blue Devil then asks, Dr. Fate's one of the bad guys now, huh? And Bobo tells him, yep. So Blue Devil sighs. We're all going to die, and somehow this is Bobo's fault. Bobo tells him, you got that right. Sorry about that, Dan. But before they can continue their banter, Blue Devil tells Bobo to use the sword and get them back to the castle. As a pillar of blue light strikes down and everyone disappears, Naboo says, the distractions have removed themselves. Shall we begin? Meanwhile, over at the island of Iya, Wonder Woman kneels down, stating, I know you were here. You have to be. Please, sister, answer my call. And Cersei leans back while sitting on a rock, asking, no unicorns this time.
So much for the dragon dog.
The end of the world is happening. Let us have a drink.
I'm gonna turn this into a dragon.
Says that they do not have time for drinks, and Cersei says that she could freeze to
make his ears
reality
bigger.
for a bit. Great way to catch up on some reading too. But really, Diana admitted you missed the power of a god coursing through your veins, right? It must sting terribly to have lost the one weapon that seemed to have worked. Wonder Woman ignores the comment, stating that they have searched everywhere, every hidden world, every hidden place. They were unable to find him. Cersei swirls her hand in her cauldron, stating, "Oh, I know! The Lord of Chaos himself. Do you want more Drew?" Zatanna pulls out the Ruby of Life, stating that Papa Midnight pointed them towards the cult of the Cold Flame. But the other kind got to him first. It is said that her father met with her and Mordru years ago, and they learned the true nature of the other kind. But there's a greater story here. The fact that every step that they take feels ordained. Magic is being violently murdered. They want to know who. But before Cersei can answer, there's a rumbling in the cave, and Wonder Woman asks, "What was that?" And Cersei laughs. "The beginning of the end! There's not much time. It's all going according to my father's plan." Back on Mira, everyone steps out of the portal with a giant Ankh symbol appearing in the sky. Swamp Thing tells everyone to get back, and the two figures start to walk out of it, stating, "Ah, wonderful, we found them." Man-Bat steps out, and with him a young man, and Blue Devil asks, "Who is he?" "My name is Khalid Nasur. I was Dr. Fate once. A pupil of Kent Nelson and Naboo before Naboo went down this dark road." Bobo begins to stare at Khalid, and he asks, "Weren't you, stuck in a vase? Aren't we already in enough trouble?" Swamp Thing looks at Bobo and tells him, "It might not be wise to speak." And Blue Devil says the same thing. "That's a damn fine idea, Swamp Thing." Blue Devil then begins to call out his armies as they begin preparations to defend the castle. But Khalid says that he's sorry. But if they act fast, they might be able to save the sphere of the gods as a whole. But Mira is already dead. As everyone sits down, Bobo says that he still thinks it's a bad idea letting Man-Bat learn magic, but no, nobody listens to him. Swamp Thing asks Khalid, "You spoke to the Lords of Order. They will destroy Mira?" Khalid tells him yes, and every world like it. First will be the Outer Realms, such as Gem World and Ra Realm. But eventually they will march on heaven and hell. Bobo says, "There has to be a way for us to fight back. If the other kind were to find us." Khalid says that the other kind won't eat the reality away from beneath their feet, but the Lord of Order will. Blue Devil then leads his armies to prepare, but as everyone leaves, Bobo looks at the Sword of Night, stating that he was supposed to protect this realm. Jim left it to him. He can't let it happen. Swamp Thing kneels down, stating that Jim Rook would not want to lose this magical realm and his friend in one blow, but right now he can't win this fight. They can't win this fight. Back with Zatanna, she asks, what did she mean by her father's plan? That he knew of the other kind? That they would come, and even now, that they need Mordru? Cersei sighs, asking Wonder Woman if she could please just for this moment. Wonder Woman hands her lasso, telling her only this once, and Cersei explains that her father, Giovanni Zatara, saw this path laying out before him and he prepared for it. He sought counsel from the Lord of Chaos, Mordru, to learn the truth of the origins of magic. This set everything into motion. This is the reason that they must seek Mordru. Along on that adventure, he brought along another man that he met, John Constantine. And upon hearing his name, Zatanna says that she has to step away. She goes outside, falling to her knees before raising the earth around her. She tries to catch her breath from releasing all of that magic, but as she does, something begins to form behind her. An other kind creature takes form, telling her, "Flasho, Flasho." Wonder Woman and Cersei rush out as Cersei says that she'll handle this, but Zatanna tells her no. She needs to let off some steam. Her magic might not hurt it, but it can hurt the world around it. And as she casts her spell, the ground lifts up, encasing itself around the creature. The creature tries to move, but as it lays trapped, Zatanna says that she needs to find Mordru and the answers that he gave her father, and she needs to find him now. Cersei says that the truth is, Mordru has been waiting for them. Go home, he will find you. Wonder Woman tells Zatanna to wait, but before she could stop her, Zatanna casts another spell, teleporting the two of them away. But as Cersei walks back to her cave, the Upside Down Man appears, stating that she is playing a dangerous game. Cersei tells him that if he is here to frighten her, then he must not have learned anything. He can't touch her as long as she bears the witch mark. Soon they will get what they deserve, the Amazons and the rest of them, and they will learn the meaning of suffering, as will he. The Upside Down Man laughs as he disappears, telling her, "I look forward to it." Back at Mira, Blue Devil gives his orders when suddenly Symmetry appears before them, stating that they have an offer. They are all brave enough to fight against the Lords of Order. They honor that, which is why they will allow everyone safe passage back as long as they strip everyone of their magic. All knowledge, all memories, all of it. Those who agree will have immortal life, free of the dangers of the other kind and the Lord's business here. Those who don't, you will die. You have 5 minutes to decide. And as Symmetry disappears, Swamp Thing asks if they can really do that. And Khaled says yes, they can. Man-Bat then asks what can they do. And Khaled tells him at this point they really only have one answer, and that is to run. So later at the Hall of Justice, Wonder Woman and Zatanna walk through as the Flash plays his welcome intro. Wonder Woman says that Cersei couldn't have meant that Mordru would be here, right? What are they even looking for? Zatanna then asks how long have they served drinks at the Hall of Justice. Wonder Woman asks, what? Never. Superman wouldn't even allow ale served in the private cafeteria. Why? Zatanna motions to the old-fashioned tavern in the middle of the Hall of Justice, stating that that is probably what they're looking for. As the two walk in, Wonder Woman asks if she's telling her that one of the most powerful dark magicians in existence has just been sitting in the Hall of Justice drinking beer. Mordru then laughs. What up? Please, you do me a disservice. Join me. Zatanna tells him no. But as Mordru waves his hand, both Zatanna and Wonder Woman are forcibly brought to their chairs and bound. And Mordru says, you misunderstand. That was not a request. Now let us each get a drink, and then we will start explaining why I shouldn't kill you where you sit. Over in Core, the blue pillar of light appears, and Bobo tells everyone that they need to make it quick. Khaled says that he has read about the people in Merlin's biography. The Homo Magi, they were taught at the Rock of Eternity. They were the people who built Atlantis. They took magic and they spread it over the world. And while everyone sits down to try and come up with a plan, one of Blue Devil's soldiers, Roderick, asks where will they go. Blue Devil tells them that they will find a place. Isn't that right, Bobo? And Bobo says, yeah, as a member of the Justice League, I can talk to a few countries, put together some land. Hell, we'll even get television. Blue Devil stands back up, placing his hands on Roderick's shoulders, telling him that they will get through this. They will. But before he could continue, Roderick's skin begins to burn away, as many of the people of Mira begin to burn from the inside out. Blue Devil tries to grab a hold of a young girl, shouting, stop! They are people! You can't just do this! And Symmetry tells him, yes, we can. Naboo and Symmetry float down with Naboo stating, Mira is gone. Its people were a part of its fabric. Fictional beings. Now they are nothing. As they should be. Pluto grabs his axe, shouting, I will kill you! But Naboo holds his hand out, telling him, no, you will not. As gold light washes over Blue Devil, his body begins to stiffen as he turns to stone. Bobo looks at him, telling him, no, we have to get out of this place, everyone! But as Bobo swings the sword, nothing happens. He asks what's wrong. And Khaled says that the Sword of Night was tied to Mira, and with Mira destroyed, it is nothing more than a sword now. Naboo says that their 5 minutes are up. Symmetry asks, what is your choice? Swamp Thing begins to state, we will never. But Jason stops him, telling him, we choose to live. Everyone stops, and Bobo says, wait, what? Back at the tavern, Mordru looks at the Ruby of Life, stating that this is a curious object. This may, in fact, be the first magical artifact. We saw the life of Hecate before we set the other kind on her to devour her. We saw the Lords of Order. We saw him. What you may not know is that it was my job to watch over Hecate once she was captured. My job was to convince her to give up all of her power to them, so that they could make better use of it. The Lords of Order taught themselves these noble bastions of moral justice. But I was the Dark Hand. The pain I inflicted on her night after night, it was unspeakable. What order could arise from that? Wonder Woman says that he is a disgusting man. And Mordru drinks his ale, stating, yes, I am disgusting. I am a foul thing, and I always have been. I have killed millions by my own hand. I am a plague upon this world that has been around for thousands of years, and I will still continue to be here after you've all become dust. He looks at Wonder Woman and asks, do you hate me? I can taste it. You don't even have to say it. Zatanna yells to stop, but Mordru waves his hand, telling her, silence! And suddenly her mouth and nose are sealed. Mordru looks back at Wonder Woman, asking, Do you know the difference between chaos and order? Wonder Woman doesn't answer, and Mordru slaps her. He goes on, that is chaos. Magic is dangerous. We all know that. We are trying to use our own imaginations to rewrite reality itself. Magic of order, with its spells and pentagrams and books. It asks the universe politely. Chaos is a little different. There's no spells, there's no signals. It does not ask the universe. Chaos takes what it wants. And when the universe recoils in horror, it directs the energy right back against us. Wonder Woman struggles, stating that he claims to know the threats they face, but he will survive them. If he is so desperate to show off to a few young women how powerful he is, why not face them? Why not destroy them? And Mordru glares back at her. Because I don't want to. Do not mistake me for an ally. I am Mordru, the Lord of Chaos, the only true Lord of Chaos. Mordru then picks up the Ruby of Life, stating, and I am not amused by this twisted moral desire to run to death. That's your hell. Enough power to get the job done. Enough power to rip the universe in half. And with that, I take my leave of you. And don't come looking for me again. Next time, you won't live. I don't care who you are. As everything suddenly vanishes, Zatanna coughs as she breathes, stating that she shouldn't have started this journey. She should have never tried looking for, but Wonder Woman tells her, now, this has been hard on all of us. We have taken the orderly path so far, and it's left us close to ruin, with all of the magic on the verge of death. As Wonder Woman picks up the Ruby of Life, there is a bright purple light that transforms her and Zatanna. She says, perhaps it's time we broke the damn rules, sister. Back at the Temple of Kor, a magic user is stripped of his powers, and Symmetry says that he is free. Join the world with no memory of what you have lost. Next. Khaled steps forward, stating, do it. It'll be nice to be able to forget how disappointed I am right now, believing in all the lies. Naboo tells him that they were not lies. You served the Order well. You should stand with us. Khaled looks away, stating, no, just do it and be done with it. Over on the side, Bobo says, I can't believe this. Why would you want this, Jason? Jason asks, why would I want people to live? This gives them a chance to flee and hide. And Swamp Thing then says, they will evade death a few moments longer than the rest. And Jason nods, stating yes. But just then there's a rumble and it begins to rain, and Bobo holds out his hand, noticing that the rain is not rain, but blood. Khaled shouts at Naboo, asking, aren't you gonna do it? Erase my memory. And Naboo stops, stating, there is something wrong. Just then a bolt of lightning strikes with a loud crack-oom. Wonder Woman and Zatanna step out of the smoldering crater, with Wonder Woman yelling, Naboo, we would have a word with you. Naboo asks, what have you done? What dark magic have you embraced? Zatanna steps forward, stating that she has served the magic of order since she was a child, but deep down it never set right. You want to strip away all of the magic and create order. That is a coward's path. We can win. We can win by embracing the full horror and power of imagination untethered by paltry laws. You want to stop us? Try. As the other members of the Lords of Order appear, they say that she is mistaken. The two of them cannot face the five of them. Wonder Woman laughs, stating that they should count. Meet the new Lords of Order. And as the lightning strikes again, Man-Bat, Swamp Thing, and Bobo all radiate with the power of chaos. Soon the fighting begins, and with every swing that the Lords of Order throw at them, the Lords of Chaos are able to push them back. Man-Bat says that he can see it, the magic underneath everything. It's beautiful. What was I supposed to do? Zatanna begins ripping reality, telling them to break it, break it, break it all! Bobo lunges at Symmetry, shouting, you killed him! You killed all of them! My sword can cut through magic. It is because I decided it. This is for Mira! Down below...
Hey guys, I'll check those comments in a second.
He will be bound here away from the battle.
Or you can disappear again.
Because he doesn't know how to win. So he will lose
But yeah, I'll check those in a second. I just want to carry on with this TikTok a second.
You will die. But a voice screams out no, and Kent Nelson begins to pull off the helmet. And Naboo tells him, you cannot fight, Mr. Nelson. John Constantine then appears, telling him, yeah, he's not going to. And the Phantom Stranger tells him, none of you will. As Naboo struggles to try and keep the...
Alright, let's see what you're saying on the thing.
He can take the hellfire in her. The demons 3. Zatanna then says, "Give them hell!" And she releases the demons from her body and into Jason's blood. He stands up young once again and says, "Gone, gone the ravages of age. With the demons 3, let's show them rage." Together with the demons 3, he begins to rip the helmet off of Naboo, freeing those trapped within the Dr. Fate helmet. And the other lords begin to step through a portal stating that they must regroup.
Well,
They will
okay.
leave Naboo
If
to
you've just
regain
popped in and said you're
so
dead,
she flies
bye.
towards them, asking for them to wait.
Ginger VR. Hello. I don't understand that quite. I don't understand that, but thank you for leaving the comment, I suppose.
Naboo flies
Get
up
back to it, I think.
helmet asking, "Do you think that I'm not as powerful without a host? That I require anything?" Kent calls out that they're going to do a little spell and bind his power within the helmet so that he cannot use it without another's help. Lock him away good this time. Naboo yells, "No!" And Zatanna charges up stating, "Yes, I can see it." And as the mages focus their power, she grabs a hold of the helmet and soon a large pillar of light appears. Soon the helmet drops to the ground with a clatter. And Kent tells Zatanna that she must fix what she's done. She needs to believe in a better way to shape the chaos into something more ordered. Mold reality with a focused mind. John tells her that this is everything her father ever wanted for her. She tells him yes. That is why she cannot be the one. She has doubted too much. She doesn't know if she can be that person. But who among them is capable of wielding this might? Khaled smiles, stating, "That much wonder, even." And everyone looks at everyone, stating, "Oh." As all of the magic users gather, Wonder Woman calls out, "Beings of magic, hear me. Hear me everywhere that this power can reach. I am Diana of Themyscira. I am Wonder Woman, and for far too long I have ignored the horror that your community's protectors have allowed. The old rules allowed a great darkness to emerge. Those you counted on to keep you safe from harm tried to feed you that darkness. I am here to protect you. We are here to protect you. Believe in us. Believe in a brighter path of magic that will lead us out of the dark. We are the Justice League of the Dark, and we will protect you." And that concludes a rather massive storyline within the Justice League Dark. The Lords of Order. Dr. Fate going evil but turning good again. John Constantine brought back from, I guess, the dead. And an official declaration of the Justice League Dark. I hope you guys enjoyed the storyline up to this point. And don't forget to subscribe to our channel to get the next chapter in the Justice League Dark storyline where they're going to be fighting the other kind. Hit this video with a like, and I'll see you next time right here.
Just digging a hole.
Welcome to the Story Series, where I take trade paperbacks.
Alexa, stop. So that means I have just...
Bites to help you understand.
Just going to pause that there. That means I've hit 50 minutes, so obviously I don't need to record yet, but we're nearly there. I'm not really going to be putting much into this, I don't think. Love that there. Love that as there. I don't know why I'm doing another sand scene because I haven't got much, but say much colour for doing the sand anymore. I'm kind of running, my pens are running really low for colouring, but it has to be on that side. Okay, so right, we've gone the dig and we're going to end it there with a hand holding an eye. Because we're digging, because the next page tomorrow will be another word. It's kind of continuing on with this, but we're pretty much there. And I'm kind of happy with the way it is all coming together. So if I hold... if I was holding, it'd be something like holding with his hand open. Something like... because the eyes are staying behind. The eyes are staying behind for a reason, because it's part of the story that I've already kind of started, and this is kind of telling the story that I've already created. Oh, too much effort in there. Just do that. Just need a hand. We won't worry about any of that. We'll just make that green. And yeah. So let me explain what's going on here, guys. Just let me quickly record that a second. If you are watching back and you're still watching, guys, thank you very much, because you're doing quite well. Well done. But we're going to do shading in a minute with these Copic markers. I just recorded that for a second. I really hope I did record it. But yeah, right, okay, so the other has been defeated. I didn't know that the other is actually really prominent in loads of comics. I've stopped realising that over time, but it doesn't matter. Hey, if it's anyway. The other has been defeated in the last picture. His bones are anything that's left. He has to be returned because where he's laying is destroying the grass and stuff that he's laying on. So he has to be returned back to his own dimension, his own mirror side of the portal. So Blute Angel is whistling for his faithful dog, not dog dinosaur, dog dragony thing, kind of like it's got it. I made one on his. I put one on his when I made him in polymer clay, and that's what I'm taking the inspiration from now. But yeah, he's whistling for his faithful dog friend. His dog can hear him off in the distance. There he is, unless he can hear him off in the distance. He's then ordering him to go off into the mirror universal mirror place, because this is the mirror portal. So he's ordering him to go through and to go here and dig a hole in his own universe, so he doesn't have to keep destroying the world that he's laying on, because he doesn't belong in this world. So he needs to be returned as he's destroying the world that's going on. Again, the dog there. Dog's been sent off. Dog's gone around and he's into the other the other world, and digging a hole ready for tomorrow's prompt, which I'll let you find out what is tomorrow. But there is something left behind, and that's the eyes of the other. We'll find out more about that in the creation station, where I have explained who the other is, and this scene, which was coming up very soon, which we've already drawn, which, if you remember me designing Dust Skimmer and finding the other in the hole, we're now getting to that point in the story. But we're going to be continuing again tomorrow. I am going to be doing some shading, but first I'm going to do a little bit more on the TikTok. Have you got any questions there, guys? Because I'm going to be opening those up in a moment or two. I just want to quickly do some recording, and then I will get back to you. Diggy, diggy, diggy. Diggy, diggy, diggy. Digging a hole. And there. Back into there. All right. Okay, so that's good. And we'll see what you guys are saying. If you got any comments, they are now open, guys. Leave me a comment in the comment section before I get back to what I was doing, so that I'll start shading. Got any comics that you want me to listen to as I create my own comic? And again, if you want to see the full story, just go back a few pages or go back a few streams and you'll see it. But if you want to see the full story or just how I illustrate this in real quick procession, then there will be an edit coming at the end of the month, if not into the next month. And I'll definitely be taking a break from doing illustrations and going back to polymer clay, making the other and his sidekick Dust Skimmer. But we're kind of done here. All we need to do is a bit of shading, so let's get on with that shading. Don't think anybody's going to say anything there. So let's get back to the shading. Let's close down some of these, because all I need to do is what's left with this. So let's grab my favourite one to start with. Should I thicken up some lines? I think I'll put the shading in first. So we'll have shade in here, under here. Just to show you that's shaded. Not too much. We will want to show some light, because without There's no darkness without light, and vice versa for light. If you have light, you've got to have darkness or some form of shade, and that's why I always put a little bit on the edges here, so the light's coming from the sun. You know, I mean, it's just above them, so we don't have to worry too much, thinking too much about it. It is just showing that there is shade here, shade on them. Just helps to make the images pop a little bit, to find certain areas. I'll probably go darker. My lip ring's just fallen apart. I chew on it. I chew on my lip ring and I lose the little bit very, very often. I've already lost one of them because I was out and about and I had my mask on for when I was going shopping or whatever, and chewed on one end. Lost it. I don't know where it went, but it's gone now. I lost it in the mask. Well, I lost it in my bed. I did lose the other piece, but I found that in my bed, which I have no idea how it got in my bed. Anyway, let's get back to the shading, shall we? What shade? What shade? Shade. Right. Okay. So a little bit of shade under his eyes here. A little bit down his nose. A little bit under his ears. Again, you don't have to put loads, just enough to show that that's where it is. And I'll probably go darker shade on the clothing, I think. Yeah, I'll darken this up. Darken all this. Again, my pens are running out, so I'm not going to do it there. I'll use a different shader, I think. Or maybe the other side will work. No. Right, let's just go underneath. We use colour to define that. Don't worry too much about it, skeletons. Again, shade under here. Let's just show there's light under his arm. A little here. Show you maybe that's got a bit of shade here as well because of his hood. Blue Angle always has a hood up, unless he's in battle mode. Then he has a helmet. There is an armoured version that I have drawn through Inktober, if you want to go and check that one out. The armour that he can possibly wear in the story. We'll go a bit different on that colour. Again, we'll do a little bit of shade here. Shade. I'm going to go in the darker shade with that. Okay, so we'll go pick this one. A dark shade here. It's not too much darker, but it is ever so slightly darker. Which, again, you don't want to have to like constantly. Let's just shade all this up. You don't want to constantly be trying to pick a shade color because you just don't want to. Well, I definitely don't, anyway. Sure, that's dirt there. Again, the light's coming above it, so we won't worry too much about it. Little shade on the dunes to make them look like dunes. Shade on the dune here as well. Sand dunes, that is. And we'll have a little bit of sandy sort of. Can already go darker with that. We need a little bit on the dog here. Oh, dog. Dragony thing. So I'm going to put out a question, guys. What do you want this dog thing to be called? You are given the choice to name it because I haven't got a name for this chap. So if you want to give me a name, feel free to leave it in the comments, guys. Let me know. What do you think he should be called? Or is it a she? I have a female dog and it's called Nala, but I call her Bibbidi. So any names will do. Sillier the better. Oop, that's my butt. No, I don't care about that. Right, and just to show that this is Sandy, we'll do, well, you can kind of see it is anyway, but just so you can see, and the mirror port was actually on an island, so we'll make that a separate thing. And then I'm pretty much done for today. But I will be back tomorrow, as always, for another stream tomorrow. So don't forget to tune back in tomorrow. Wow, even that's running out. Oh my god. Oh god. There we go, that's what I wanted. Affecting the earth. When I say earth, I mean ground. The dirt. The grass. The green. Oh god, I've been watching Swamp Thing, the new series. Woo! It's alright. It's a bit tame. At points. The story does take a while to kick off. But once you get past that point, it's not bad. Not bad for a Swamp Thing, considering it's... I know nothing about Swamp Thing. But I'm interested in the story because of the vines and things like that. I like the visuals. Okay, so yeah, there we are, guys. There is one complete page for day 24. And today's word, once again, was dig. And he's digging a hole. Blute Angle is whistling for his friend over there. He's coming over because he needs to get rid of the other because he's destroying the world. So he's called him. This little doggy friend here is called. He can hear him. So he's like, oh, goes over to him. And he's ordering him into the other world on the other side of the mirror portal to dig a hole ready so they can put the other in on his own homeworld. But the eyes have remained. Who is holding the eyes? Find out tomorrow in tomorrow's picture, guys. Again, thank you very much for watching. My name is Blute084, BLUT084, Art and Games. Thanks for watching. Click the links that will appear, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye for now.